Welcome back. So starting off, case number 4 is Cartoon Craze Volume 18, Mighty Mouse, Heckle and Jekyll, Wolf Wolf, something like that. Volume 24, Sing-Alongs. Volume 25, Betty Boop and Grampy. Don't know who Grampy is, but I know who Betty Boop is. That's it for the Cartoon Craze. And then I have 2 discs that look the same for classic cartoons. They're both double-sided. I have 2 discs for that look the same. And I have Star Odyssey, also includes Superman Electric Earthquake, Felix the Cat, Astronomus, Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Escape into Space, The New Three Stooges, The Littlest Martian. Right there. Then I have Superman Returns on DVD. I want to get the 4K combo pack for it. That has Lex holding Kryptonite on the second disc. And it came with a bonus disc that has the Science of Superman. That sounds intriguing. I want to check that out. It's special features for 51 minutes. So it's not going to take a whole lot of time to check it out, but I'd be interested to see what that is about. Then I have a Uncle Jeff copy of, where is it, Superman Returns as well. Something I want to get the standalone DVD for is All-Star Superman. Here's the Blu-ray. I have it in the Best Of collection, but I want to get it on standalone DVD. Then I have Superman Batman Apocalypse with a Green Arrow short. I think one of my other ones had a Spectre short. Disc 2 has has Darkseid looking like a boss there. So I want to get that on Blu-ray. Then I want to get a Blu-ray for Superman Unbound, where he ends up brutally killing Brainiac. I want to get a DVD for Superman Doomsday. That is a great story right there. And it was so great that they retold it as Death of Superman. The only real difference that I noticed between those two movies is the costume that Superman is wearing is slightly different, and the look of Doomsday himself is slightly different, but it's pretty much the same copy-paste storyline. Then we have Reign of the Supermen, which is pretty cool. These next couple, or like 2 or 3, I guess it's just 2. These next 2 use a 2D animation style that doesn't work particularly well, but I still enjoyed the storyline that they've provided, and that is Superman Man of Tomorrow and Superman Red Sun, where he's a communist. I want to get Blu-rays of both of those. And something I want to get the 4K combo pack of is the Swamp Thing, or maybe just a Blu-ray. And then I want to get Superman or Swamp Thing or the Return of the Swamp Thing on DVD and Blu-ray. So I have slots saved for those as well. And I have Swamp Thing the complete series on 2 discs. They only have 1 season, I guess, like with as was the case with the 90s Flash as well as Birds of Prey. Both of those shows only had 1 season each. Then I have the complete first season of Teen Titans, the classic version. And I might add the superior version. Disc 2 is red and that disc had Robin. This disc has Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Cyborg on it. Then I got the complete series of Justice League with Robin. Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, Deathstroke, and Trigon. Took me a while to remember what his name was. Then I have Teen Titans Go Season 2 Part 1. Disc 1 has Beast Boy as a gorilla. Disc 2 has a super excited looking Cyborg. Then I have Teen Titans Go to the Movies that I want to get a Blu-ray of. I also want to get Teen Titans Go see Space Jam on DVD and Blu-ray. And I have Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. They only actually fight for part of the runtime and they team up against the person making them fight. So I want to get that on Blu-ray. Then I want to get the DVDs of Season 1 Titans. The pretty purple disc. I'll show the second disc as well because it's the same. And see if it'll show it better. There we go. That's a good angle right there. And I want to get the DVDs for Season 2 of Titans as well. And I want to get the Blu-rays of Season 3, which has 3 discs that all look the same. There. And then I want to get a Blu-ray of V for Vendetta. I have Watchmen on DVD. And a 2-disc Blu-ray with everyone on disc 1 and Rorschach on disc 2. Rorschach. I want to get the Blu-ray Ultimate Cut. That is the director's cut. It is about 14 minutes longer than the actual cut, I think. Or no, 24 minutes longer. 162 to 186. And then I have Watchmen, complete series, I think. It's just one season. Again. Then 2 movies that are out of place that I want to fix where they're located is Batman, DC Comics Supervillains Killer Croc, which has some episodes from Batman the Animated Series on it, and Superman DC Comics Supervillains Bizarro, which I imagine is from Superman the Animated Series. And I have Wonder Woman Season 1, Season Discs 1, 2, and 3 that are red for Disc 1, white for 2, and blue for 3. Assuming the color pattern is the same for Season 2, we have Disc 1 is red, Disc 2 is white, Disc 3 is blue, and then Disc 5 is black, or 4 is black. There is no Disc 5. Disc 4. And then the same pattern with Season 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll show you this. There we go. I'll show you the red disc for each of them. And I want to get on DVD Wonder Woman, the animated movie. I do have it on that Best Of collection, but I want to get a standalone. And I have Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Wonder Woman Bloodlines. DC does, a lot of the times will make their Blu-rays a little bit more see-through, I've noticed. Okay, I am back. I disappeared for about 15 minutes or so. I took our little dog Benny for a walk over to the school that we live near and let him walk around the school for a few minutes. Up next we have Dead Silence. This is about a ghost that possesses dolls and other toys. and if you scream when you see it, you die. If you don't scream, you live. Then we have Death and Cremation. I don't know what this one is about, other than what the title suggests. Looks like a horror movie, though. So I'm interested in checking that out. And then I have Deepwater Horizon. This one I do know what it's about. It's about a oil rig called Deepwater Horizon that ends up blowing up. And something I want to get on Blu-ray is Deja Vu. That one is about a way where Denzel Washington's character sends him an image of himself back in time with some sort of time traveling image device. They could send notes or people, as they find out over the course of the movie. It is a very good movie about I think a ferry boat that gets attacked and then blown up, and then Denzel's character tries to figure out who did it and why. So it's interesting. It's a whodunit type thing. Then I have Dennis the Menace Special Edition. This came in a 2-pack with a sequel, which is Dennis the Menace Strikes Again. I think it's the same kid in both movies, but it could be a different kid altogether. I'll let you know when I watch it, what my thoughts are on those. I'll do a review for them. Then I have the DVD for Despicable Me, as well as the Blu-ray, which a lot of my Blu-rays, like Kick-Ass 2, looks like this. They're structured the same way, I should say. And I have Despicable Me 2 with a spot for a Blu-ray. It's supposed to go here, because I might try and get them on 4K as well. And then I have Despicable Me 3 on DVD. I want to get the Blu-ray and the 4K at the Now I have a Laugh Out Loud 6-movie collection. I don't think any of these have any common threads between them, but there's The Animal and The Benchwarmers. I've seen The Animal, that one was interesting. Then there's Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, and The House Bunny on this disc. And Joe Dirt and The Master of Disguise on this disc. I've seen 3 of those. I've seen The Animal and all of disc 2. Then I have The Devil's Own, a DVD of Die Hard, 2-disc edition. I want to get a Blu-ray and a 4K for that, because Die Hard is amazing. Then I have the 2-disc Die Hard 2 Die Harder. And Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance that had Samuel L. Jackson in it. Right here. I want to get a Blu-ray and 4K of all 3 of those movies, as well as Live Free or Die Hard and A Good Day to Die Hard. Maybe I'll get the 4K 5-movie collection, if that's even a thing. I know there's a 5-movie collection for the Blu-rays. Then we have Dirty Dancing, Ultimate Edition, 2 discs. There you go. Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. I would have thought with a title like Dirty Dancing that it would be rated R, but it's PG-13 both times. Then we have Disaster Movie. Yes, it is a disaster. It follows a series of world-ending disasters. Then we have Disney short film. I don't know how well you can see that. It'll turn a bit easier on the Blu-ray. Then I have the DVD and the Blu-ray for District 9. The Blu-ray looks the same, but with a red circle and a slash through it. And I have Disturbia. Good movie. I watched it recently. I want to get it on Blu-ray. And I have the Divergent trilogy and a spin-off, Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant, as well as I Am Number 4. This is the spin-off about the character number 4. And then I have, these are a collection of dog, these are a collection of dog movies with Toby McTeague, Lassie in the Painted Hills, Son of the Navy, Carol of the Mountains, Return of Rin Tin Tin. 4 titles on that disc. Or no, 5 titles on that disc. One of which is actually rated. Then on the second disc we have Angel Dog, My Dog Shep, George, and Poco. Right there. One's rated G, one's PG, and the other 2 are not rated, but they're so old they don't necessarily need to be. Then none of this disc is rated. We have all from the 30s. We have The Silver Trail, The Test, Vengeance of Branagh, Fangs of the Wild, Law of the Wolf, and Skull and Crown. Right here. None of those are rated. And most of them are, and they're all from the 30s, so they don't need to be rated because they're very old and have nothing vulgar in them. Then we have The Karate Kid, Chili Dogs, Behave Yourself, Mooch Goes to Hollywood, and Pardon My Pups on this disc. This is the last disc of those. PG-13, PG, and 3 not rated. The newest title on here is 2004, I believe, for the whole collection. If I'm not mistaken. 2011. 2011 is the most recent one. So, there you go. Then I have a slot saved for Dr. Dolittle 1 and 4. Then I do have 2, 3, and the RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. one. Here's this. Here is number 3. Can't really tell what it's on there. I apologize. And the Robert Downey Jr. version right here. Then I have an assortment of Doctor Who stuff. I don't know any particular order. I think this is series 4, maybe? The discs all look different, so I'll show you them. These guys are funny looking. They use those orbs that he's holding to speak. It's rather odd. Then we have this guy. His head looks like a rhino head if you take off the horn. Then we have Skullface type guy here in a hazmat suit. His head is just a skull. Looks kind of creepy. Then we have this guy, who I think is the Lord of the Daleks. And speaking of the Daleks, here's one. That is a red Dalek. Do the red Daleks have more powers than the regular, like, gray ones? I don't know. And then the next 4 discs all look the same. They're from Series 6. Here's Part 1 and Part 2. 2 discs per part. I think I have the complete 6th series. Or no, 7 Part 1. Right here. He's the Doctor in that. And here's a Cyberman. Then we have the complete Season 7, or Series 7, whatever it is. Whatever term you want to use. I think Season. This is Nebula in the MCU. There's that rhino-headed guy and some lizard creature. And here, I think, is a Doctor companion and some weird creature behind her. And this disc has the Doctor and some guy in a top hat. Yeah. And I have Series 10 on Blu-ray, parts 1 and 2. Right there, where it has the 12th Doctor. There he is in a spacesuit. Here he is talking to that same sort of creature that was in the background of a previous disc. And a much dumber looking Cyberman. I think that the Cybermen should look like this all the time. Then we have Doctrine and Covenants and Church History DVD presentation. Doctrine and Covenants stories. Doctrine and Covenants and Church History Visual Resource DVDs, disc 1 through 3. This one covers the overview through section 64. This second disc covers section 66 to Latter-day Proclamations, right here. And disc 3 has some stuff about Joseph Smith and other things as well. It has Legacy, Mountain of the Lord, Treasure in Heaven, the John Tanner story, and Only a Stonecutter. Then I have a 2-disc version of the Church History DVD presentations. It has 1 through 12 on the first disc and 13 through 22 on this one. Domestic Disturbance. This is one that I had on VHS that I ended up giving to a friend. Then I have Domino. This was a good story. I enjoyed it. It has Whiplash from Iron Man 2 in it. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter Died. Or the Babysitter's Dead, my bad. This was funny. It was kind of similar to kind of like Home Alone, but not set during the holiday season. I want to get a Blu-ray of Domino. Then I have a Doom, the unrated version. It's like an extended edition, I think. I mentioned earlier that I had Doomsday on Blu-ray. Here it is. This movie would not be able to be made today because they blow up a bunny and I think kill another animal as well. I think a cow gets hit by a car or something. So that would not be able to be made today unless they cut those 2 scenes out. Then we have Double Jeopardy. This is a probation release type thing where someone's on probation to see if they can function in normal society again. Otherwise, they go back to jail. Then I have DuckTales, the complete series, disc 1. 2, and 3 for volume 1. Discs 1, 2, and 3 for volume 2, and discs 1, 2, and 3 for volume 3. And they also included a DuckTales movie, the Treasure of the Lost Lamp, right here. And then we have Dumbo, the classic animated one on Blu-ray DVD. That is the 75th anniversary. I believe it's been 75 years since that came out. Then I have the live action one, only on DVD so far, but I do want to get a Blu-ray and maybe a 4K for it. Then we have Duplicity, which I've never seen. Eagle Eye, I've seen this 2 or 3 times. This is a story about what would happen if the government could spy on every aspect of our lives via traffic cams, our cell phone usage, our internet access, stuff like that. So it's very creepy in that sense, but it's not a horror movie. It's not supposed to be scary. It's just a creepy concept. Then we have Easter Dream, from when we cleaned out the church. Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, whatever you want to call it. I want to get that on Blu-ray as well. Edward Scissorhands. Elf on widescreen, which came with a full screen version because you used to have to choose between the two. Then we have Ella Enchanted with Anne Hathaway. I don't remember much about that movie. And something I want to get a DVD of is Elysium. It's a good story. Futuristic times. Then I have Emily of New Moon, seasons 1 through 4. Disc 2 and 3 look like this and are double-sided. Season 2, one of the discs looks like this. Season 3 has 2 of the same disc here. It looks like that. And season 4 looks like that. I want to check this out pretty soon. I'm watching like 4 other shows right now. I'm close to finishing one of them, so I might insert this into that void. Then we have the Emoji Movie. Enchanted with a slot saved for Disenchanted. Another CD here is Enchanted Christmas, Anna Maria Mendieta. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if I did not. Encrypt. I started watching this one and it was kind of boring to me. The character right here is a hologram projection of what she was like when she was alive, and it has her memories from when she was alive. Then we have Operation Endgame, End of Days. I believe this has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Will Smith and Gene Hackman in Enemy of the State, which I haven't seen. Ephraim's Rescue. I have seen End of Days. It's just been a little while. In a couple months. Equalizer. I want to get the Blu-ray. Equalizer 2 that I want to get the DVD of because this is a Blu-ray disc. Aragon. I watched that on believe Disney Plus had it. It was pretty good. Errand of the Angels. This is a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints movie. The greatest change comes from within. Good message. Good message. Follows an attractive sister missionary. Escape from Planet Earth, where aliens are trying to get away from us. Usually it's the other way around. Then we have 2 copies that look the exact same of Escape Room. One just doesn't have the sticker because it came in a 2-pack. I want to get a Blu-ray for that, as well as Tournament of Champions. Escape Room Tournament of Champions right here. I highly recommend both of those movies. They're both very good if you like mental thrillers. These 2 movies make you think, like, how are they going to get out of this scenario? And it's an intelligent movie. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna like destroy my way out. No, you have to work. You have to work and solve puzzles to move on to the next section. I like that. It's like a regular escape room, but more deadly. Then we have Esther and the King, like in the scriptures. E.T. with its bonus features disc. Then we have Euro Trip, which I mentioned in a previous video. Evan Almighty, a different story from Bruce Almighty, a completely different one. This one's more of a Noah's Ark story, where Bruce ends up getting the powers of God and plays around with them like they're toys. Then we have Everest, Never Let Go, based on a true story from 2015. And something I want to get the Blu-ray in 4K of is the original Evil Dead, right there. Ash looks angry. I also want to get a Blu-ray 4K of Evil Dead 2. As well as Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness. The disc for 2 says never kiss your nerves goodbye. And I have Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1. Season 2 on Blu-ray. The discs look the same, but the second disc for Season 1 looks different. There you go. And the discs look the same for Season 3, but there are 2 discs per season. One of my younger brothers has watched the entire series at this point, and he highly recommends that I check it out. I started watching the pilot episode, then I got distracted and took the disc out without realizing it, and watched something else, so I need to basically watch the entire series, and I'll get there. I have an Evil Dead ranking that I want to do soon, so watching this show will be part of that. Then something I want to get on DVD and 4K is Evil Dead, the remake. It's a really good remake, actually. Ash shows up at the very end, and a jump scare. Then we have The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This is the unrated version. The original was PG-13. This version is pretty good. I've never seen the theatrical cut, so I can't compare it with itself like that. But then we have Exorcist: The Beginning. Not a great movie. They improved with it a little bit with Dominion prequel to The Exorcist. But I want to get both up through 4K, Blu-ray and 4Ks. Going forward, I'll say through 4K. Then we have First Man, 5 Feet Apart. That one's about, I think, leukemia patient, or leukemia? Something like that. Some disease that if two patients with the same disease are near each other, they can kill each other. just from being near each other. Leukemia? Leukemia, that's what it is. The Five Pennies. Flashdance, great story. Something I want to get a Blu-ray of. Flight of the Living Dead. Outbreak on a Plane. Zombie stuff on 30,000 feet. Lots of fun. Cheesy, but lots of fun. Flight Plan. Flubber. Two copies of Flushed Away. The Fog. Footloose that I want to get a Blu-ray of. That's the original 84 version. Another one I want to get a Blu-ray of is the 2011 version. It also plays what's the character's name? Kevin Bacon's character in the first movie. Anyway, that character's girlfriend in the 2011 version is still attractive today, whereas one from 1984 is most likely a grandmother now. Then we have Forgetting Sarah Marshall, theatrical and extended cuts, I think. And finishing off this case that I want to get a Blu-ray and a 4K of is Forrest Gump. Classic Vietnam story, or set during Vietnam. I don't think it's historically accurate because it's just for entertainment value. And that wraps up case number 4. In my next video, we will be covering cases 5 and 6 in the same video. You'll see why, because I'll show you case 5 is about half the capacity of these ones, and so it warrants being tacked on to another video. In the beginning of the video, because I imagine it'll probably take 20 minutes to go through it, and I want to try and make these collection videos at least half an hour, at most, like an hour, maybe. This one is nearing 39 minutes, just like the other one. So I'm going to call it quits right here.